Hey guys, this is George here with another LP and CD update for May 17th, 2012. I got a lot of stuff this week, so I figured we'd jump right into it. First we'll do the vinyl LPs. First up is a guilty pleasure of mine. It's Men at Work. Business as usual. I got this sealed for $2. Still has the CBS store price tag on it, which I never heard of the CBS store, so I guess it was probably in New York or something like that. Great record though. Next up I got Chuck Berry's Golden Decades. This is a 10th anniversary of his first album. This came out in 1972. This has all his hits up to then. I do have the white label promo of this that's really killer. This is like almost mint condition, the vinyl. Pretty cool. Next up we have the reissue from Big Star. This is called Number One. I haven't opened this yet, but it's obviously as In the Street, which Cheap Trick re-recorded for that '70s show. Features Alex Chilton. Pretty killer. I have this on CD, killer record. I look forward to hearing that on vinyl though. Next up is the 8-month wait for the Bikers. It's all chewed up okay. I did open this. This is the blue vinyl. Also comes with a full-length CD of the whole album. Really killer 70s glam, pop, punk kind of stuff. I don't really know who to compare them to. I have their first EP on white 10-inch, so I was happy to get this. Look for these guys, man. I think they're going to be pretty big. Next up I got an Iron Maiden bootleg. This is from Nagoya, Japan on May 23rd, 1981. This is the full soundboard show. Killer artwork. Holding Diano's head. Eddie's holding Diano's head. This is number 29 of 200. Really killer soundboard show. I think a lot of this stuff from Maiden Japan, the EP, was taken from this show. So that's like the quality of the whole show is like, killer soundboard. I was so psyched to get this. There is another version of this floating around that you should keep an eye out for too. I think that one's on like red vinyl or white vinyl. It's made to look like an EMI original release, but it's not. Next up I got the Imperial State Electric, their second album, Pop War. This is the black vinyl. That's why it was so cheap. I paid $9 for this, shipping included. There is like blue and white, I think, or something out there, but they're extremely limited. There's like 100 each, I think, something like that. This is a killer 70s hard rock record. The first album was great. This album's pretty good. Not as good as the first one, but still a great record. I also picked up Hendrix in the West. This is Canadian pressing. It has the little maple leaf up there. I don't know if you can see that or not. This is in mint condition. Killer album. Like I said, it was cool to get the Canadian pressing of this one. Next up I got the Essential Jimi Hendrix Volume 2. This is the second, obviously, Volume 2. This also comes with a bonus 7-inch. That a lot of them back in the day came, if you find this used, most of the time it doesn't have the 7-inch for Gloria in it. This is the Van Morrison song, Gloria. This is killer. The jacket's kind of a little worn, but the vinyl and the 7-inch are, I would say, excellent plus condition. Really cool record. I'm happy to get that. Also, Judas Priest, Hero Hero. This is the Italian import on Bass Records or Basse Records. Cool to have this in the collection. I do have the US one, so I got this real cheap. So cool to have the Italian version. Next up is the Gods, Mongolians. I think this was their third album. This is a gold stamp promo, produced by Freddie Salem. From what I remember, this album's just okay. Their first album's a classic. But not bad. I mean, it's that, pretty killer hard, biker metal type stuff. Next up is the band Cities, Annihilation Absolute. This features AJ Pero, a Twisted Sister, on drums. Apparently this was the band he joined right after he left Twisted Sister the first time. This is sealed, brand new. Haven't listened to this yet. I do remember hearing this years and years ago. It was just okay, but I found this for $1, so I figured I'd pick it up. Next up, Raven, Life's a Bitch. Again, this was another $1 record. Mint condition. It's only got the small cut out there. I always liked this record. I believe this was one of the albums that was really tough to find on CD when they started pressing the CDs of the Raven stuff. But I never had this on vinyl. I always had it on cassette. So I'm glad I got that. And also Raven Mad. This was the EP. This was $1. Also mint condition. I think actually this is still sealed. I haven't listened to that yet. I do have a bunch of vinyl coming. A bunch of cheap stuff, that I paid very little for. Some killer stuff though. I'll be doing an LP update probably in another week. But on to some CDs. First disc up is Bo Diddley Best Of. This is a UK import. I found this at a used record store. This is killer, 20-song compilation. This was put out in 1997. Never saw this before. This is, one of those 32-bit remastered recordings. This sounds excellent. It's a Chess Records recording from England. Yep, from England. So I was surprised to see this for so cheap, but really killer. Next up is a new band called the Spitting Cobras. I got this for 59 cents off of Amazon. Classic hard rock sound, killer image. They do a cover of Long Live Rock and Roll from Rainbow on there. Kind of AC/DC-ish, kind of Super Sucker-ish. Pretty killer though. I would suggest checking that out. I'm trying to get this on vinyl. But my distributor's been out of stock on that for like the last 3 weeks. So next up, we got a Pennsylvania band called Rust Belt Home Wreckers. Again, they're like a Nashville Pussy, Super Suckers type stuff. Really killer band from the Western PA area. Found this on CD Baby. Really cool tunes on here. Mighty Fine Weed is probably one of my favorites. White Trash Girl and Zombie Shine. Really killer record. The album's called A Fistful of Ugly for a few dollars more. Check them out if you like the Super Suckers or Nashville Pussy. Same vein, band called Thunder Fist. This is their brand new record. Very Super Suckers sounding. Killer, hard rock, punk rock. 10 songs. This is self-titled. Brand new record. I think this is like their 4th or 5th album. I have a couple other ones. But this is their first album in probably like 4 or 5 years, I think. Really cool band. I'm not familiar. I'm not real sure where they're from. I want to say like Midwest, something like that. But check that out. Thunder Fist. Look them up. Next up is that Sledgehammer Leads, the Legs Up days. This is stuff recorded when they were called Legs Up. A little glammier sound than the Sledgehammer Ledge stuff. Still really killer. These demos have been floating around for a long time in the tape trader circuit. So it's finally, it's great to finally hear like killer mastered versions of the demos. There's 13 songs on here. CD Baby carries this. And I suggest you pick up the first Sledgehammer Ledge record at that CD Baby. That's a really cool record. It's almost 20 years old now, I think, and it still kicks ass. Next up is Supagroup. This is their newest one, Hail Hail. I did an unboxing on this in the Sledgehammer Ledge earlier this week. This album is killer. This is a killer record. The last album was pretty good. The one before that I really liked a lot, but this album is really, really cool. The single on here was Sexy Summertime. What a great catchy tune, and it's perfect for the summertime now that summer's coming. But check that out, Supagroup. Next up is the casualties. This is called We Are All We Have. This came out, I believe, in 2009, 2008. I found this used. Cool old school punk band. Have a pretty killer look. I have some of the early 7-inches, but I never really got any full-length records from them. So this is actually, I think, the first full-length album I got from them. I like this a lot. This is really fast punk, really old school punk, really killer, man. I like the. I'm sure if people have heard the Casualties before, but also RobHalford.com has a big sale going on. So I picked up Halford Resurrection Remastered and the Crucible Remixed and Remastered. These are $5 each on the website. I think he's still doing it. The sale up there, you can get a bunch of the DVDs for like $8 or something like that. I haven't opened these yet, but I'm really curious to hear the Crucible remixed. I remember liking this album a lot, but I thought it was kind of muddy sounding. So there's 4 bonus tracks on each one, new artwork, and like I said, check them out. I know they came out a couple years ago, but I think they were like, $14.99 or something. But I got an email from them last week saying that they were having a big store-wide sale at RobHalford.com, so I picked up the first 2 for $5 each. Next up is a new band, the Nitrogods. This is killer. Real Motorhead sounding, like boozy, heavy metal, biker metal, like killer German band. This is on SPV in Germany only. I don't think it's out in the US yet. I don't think there's a vinyl pressing of this. If there is, PM me, let me know. I'd love to check it out. Really killer rock and roll metal band. Like I said, if you like Motorhead, you'll love this band. Next up is the Glamour Punks. This is called One Sick Posse. They recently reformed, got together, and re-recorded a bunch of their old demos because a lot of their old demos sounded like shit. This is killer. It's they look real glammy, but they're punky too. I don't know who to really compare them to. This is on Demon Doll Records. I would suggest going to the website. You can listen to a bunch of the tracks on Demon Doll Records. But if you like glammy punk stuff, Glamour Punks is killer. The last thing I got this week is the reissue of the Ramones Loco Live. This is a box set put out by Captain Oi in England. This is killer. It's the complete recordings of the Loco Live sessions, the live album. It's got a nice booklet and 2 like mini LPs with both discs in them. Really killer, nice sounding. Finally, the whole complete show out. It's been released now. Which I think back in the day it was like the US one was one part of the show and the UK one was the other part or something. They mixed up the tracks, something stupid like that. But finally it's out. I'm a huge Ramones fan, always have been since I was a kid. So this was really cool to get. I know it's a later show with CJ Ramone, but you know what? At this point, I take anything I can get from the Ramones. I did hear Joey Ramone's new record. It comes out next week. Really good. I thought it was really cool. A little different stuff on there, but really cool stuff. So check that out if you can. It's out on Tuesday the 22nd, I think. Anyway, I'll be doing an update again in about a week. Like I said, I got a bunch of stuff coming. I know this was a quick update, but I had a lot of stuff and I wanted to run through what I got. Definitely PM me any suggestions or questions you have. Again, I appreciate everybody subscribing. I appreciate everybody watching. I'll see you real soon, and thanks a lot. We'll see you.